Hi guys, Generation Defenders here.
And Too Fast Joe.
And we are here for our 5K livestream special. Yay! It took like 4 years for us to get into 5K subs. That's amazing. I know like that's not really a big accomplishment, but like, you know, for a couple of nobodies, it's still a pretty big accomplishment.
Yeah, you all gotta start somewhere.
Yeah. Alright, it looks like we got Rodrigo in the chat. Hello there, nice to see you again, and congratulations to get 5K subs. Thanks, bud. Thank you. It would seem like we only have like one person in the chat at the moment, but I guess like I wanted to do this quick chat. I just wanted to like talk a little bit about like, you know, the support that I've gotten over the years. I want to talk about like, you know, some of like the fan videos that I've also gotten over the years. Maybe give out some shout outs to like some other channels that have also helped me. And maybe just sort of talk a little bit about, like, if you've seen, like, my Chapter 7 release date video and the ending of it. I want to talk a little bit about, like, some of, like, those creepy fans that I have gotten recently. So I wanted to be able to, you know, talk a little bit about that. Rodrigo says that you're tiny again and you're too cute.
Nah, but not cute.
Alright, so I guess, I actually want to talk a little bit about, like, you know, a fellow YouTuber who did help me a lot, especially during, like, a really hard time in my, you know, YouTube, or, like, even in my life. Alright, so this is Dragonspark. He is a YouTuber who also does What Ifs. He has his own Patreon. I want to show you guys something that he did when, you know, we were struggling. We will get there eventually. Alright, here we go. Alright, so this happened about a year ago. So you see, like, some context of the lore. I was going through like something really harsh in real life to the point where like I was about to be kicked out of my house before I could finish college. So, I even like made like a small speed paint video saying like, hey, like I'm about to be kicked out, like any donations would help, like any like, you know, support on my Patreon or my channel memberships would help. So Dragonspark actually like saw that video, and what he did was that he gave me like a small shout out on his community tabs, and that did help me a lot. I got like some new subscribers, I got like some new views on Goten Black, and he even like became a channel member for a few months, which, you know what, like, again, like, thank you so much. Please go subscribe, or at least like go check out some of his videos. It really did mean a lot to me, and it did help me a lot during like my really harsh time in my life. Like, if you're watching this, Dragonspark, you are amazing, and again, I am so thankful that, you know, you helped us in the community tabs. Alright, so we got like another person. Hi GD, I made it in time. Yep, you did. Congratulations. High five. Alright, and that's Dragonspark. Alright, so these are also like some fan videos that I've gotten over the years. This one is like my most recent one that I've did, and so far it's actually kind of like one of my top 5 favorite fan videos that I've gotten. It's like this animation. Let's watch. All right. This guy is Ryan Black. You'll be able to find like all my fan videos in like my playlist. So, you know, if you guys want to like watch it, just, you know, check out my fan videos.
Let us know if it gets too loud.
You know, none of this would have happened if you didn't save her. There would be no pain, no Umibuzu, no genocide, no tournament.
Tournament?
So now... I'll take your head!
I don't know, like, okay, Ryan Black, if you were watching, did you model Valise all by yourself? Or, like, what did you do to, like, make a Valise model? That's pretty cool.
Damn it, make it stop!
Don't be so tense.
Why not give it to the max?
It's inevitable. Become one with us.
Alright, be careful, headphone users. Warning. 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, no, not yet. Yeah, he's gonna yell.
The same thing will happen with you.
You will not run away from your fate!
It's right here, right here.
Trunks. Briefs.
You won't survive my...
What the... What am I becoming?
There's like AI voices.
I think it is AI voices.
Yeah, cause you can tell because there's no like, you know, tone or like, you know.
No emotion.
Yeah.
Alright, so this, like I said, this was made by Ryan Black. Oh, it's sick that he did an amazing job with that, yeah. Like, go be free to like tell him that in the comments. We got some like some some comments that show love to him. We got something right here. He says, some awesome fans have said that they do want more, but he says like it's gonna take time, to make. So just be patient, and like how Trunksetta Brief says right here, take your time. We won't be a Prince Kariza and rush you. Don't be a Prince Kariza and rush them, okay? Like exactly what Trunksetta says. Don't be a Prince Kariza. Just show him love and support. Just don't be a Prince Kariza. GD, do you know about Gravity Falls before? Like Gravity Falls, the show, or is that like a sequel series or like a prequel series?
I think you're talking about Gravity Falls because Gravity Falls isn't coming back. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the only thing we have with Gravity Falls is like the books.
Yeah.
I know like they're kind of hinting at like they want to do more with like Bill Cipher and everything, but at this point it's like either make a show or make a comic or something.
Stop teasing me with all this Gravity Falls is coming back thing.
Because his whole thing, like the creator, he just wanted to like make a show that had a beginning, middle, and end. Like I think Disney wanted to continue, but he just wanted to like tell his story.
I think so. It'd be like that rare moment in animation where it's like the creator wanted to end it and the company was like, no, let's keep going. Because like nowadays, like so many shows are getting canceled so early on.
Yeah, the worst offender would have to be Steven Universe. Like that show from beginning to end was like had nothing but problems from like the higher ups, and the creator wanted to do like her thing, but then Cartoon Network were like, no, you can't do this. You're gonna have this many episodes. Actually, we're gonna give you more episodes, but we already end the show. Well, no, you didn't. Yeah, you didn't.
Too bad. We want money. Okay. All right, so this one is by Generation Avenger. He has been one of my, most one of the oldest fans. Like I think like he popped up ever since like the beginning, and he actually commissioned me to do like this AMV of Goten and Belize. So we're not going to like show the whole thing. I just wanted to like give him a small shout out because I did work on this for him for like about $5. So go check it out. It's a pretty cute AMV. All right.
Yeah, using the ending song from Sonic Frontiers.
Okay. All right. So let me see. Oh, so we also have like this from Anime Kid. He's made like a few of like these cute little pictures of me. But
while you have
this fan is my first. Ooh, okay, let me see like what y'all have been saying in the chat before I continue. All right. Hello, hi, Evil Sonic, the ultimate singing. Hi. All right. Another one. GD, the haters are just a waste of time. Focus on your main thing. You won't do that. You won't to do, and Goten Black stuff will come soon. That means a lot to me. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, like lately, like I said, like in my Goten Black Chapter 7 release date video, we are going to like talk a little bit about it because I do want to like go into a little bit more detail over like those creepy fans that have been like trying to message me, and even like tell you guys some new stories of like certain fans that I haven't talked about in the video. But thank you so much. That really like means a lot when somebody says, take your time. I'm willing to wait. Thank you. Just do you. Like that means a lot. Thank you so much. All right. Oh, and thank you so much for subscribing, Evil Sonic, the Ultimate Saiyan. All right, so this is like my first, this is my first review. Like a fan did review Goten Black on his channel, and look, this guy had like about 16,000 subscribers, and it did help the channel a lot more. So I have to like say thank you so much, Shadow Criterias, for doing that. I really like his review. I don't know, there's just something like about it that sort of like is both funny, but it's like both like critical, and he did a good job. And what means the most is that like half of this video is about him like reviewing Goten Black, and then the other half of the video is like telling people like, hey, I just heard that, you know, she had like some creepy fans, and I had to like tell you guys, look, like, stop. That's like, she clearly doesn't like it, so stop doing that. That means a lot to me. And he even like talked a little bit about Prince Kariza, and he told, like, my favorite part of this video is when like he described Prince Kariza as like this simp who's just simping for fanfic, which is like the perfect explanation for Kariza out there. It's like, my god,
Yeah.
you really are just like simping for fanfic. You're just being obsessive for this fanfic. It's just so stupid how Kariza is like that. But like I said, like, watch this video. It's in my fan video playlist. It's a pretty good critique, and like I said, like, I really appreciate the ending of this. All right, let me read some of your comments. Hi, I love your video so much. Thank you for making videos. Well, thank you for watching them. I appreciate that. All right. Let's see what else. All right, so this one is from a Brazilian. I think he's Brazilian. I'm sorry, correct me if I'm wrong.
GD, how are you? Thank you so much for your history. As a Goten fan, seeing him receiving love is wonderful, and I hope you don't mind me using some images of you comic.
I
Hugs
don't
from
mind.
Brazil.
Oh yeah, so he is
Oi, eu
Brazil.
sou Goten. Tudo bem com vocês? Hoje eu estou aqui para.
So, I won't play the whole thing because like the whole thing is in a different language. But basically what he did was that he just recounted the whole, I believe, like, not the whole story of Goten Black. It was like the origin story of like chapter 4 through chapter 5 part 3. That's what he like did in his Goten Black videos. And like I said, like, his small like recounting of Goten Black did help bring in more fans from like, you know, Brazil or like other countries towards the channel, and they're like really excited for the next part of Goten Black. So I have to say thank you for Son Goten.
And honestly, that's a smart idea too, to have like Goten Black in different languages, because that's what a lot of other YouTubers do. Like even from like comic book artists, they'll like change like their text to like a different language. That way they have like more of an audience overseas.
Yeah.
So there won't be so much of a language barrier.
Oh yeah, that would be cool. And like I remember like when I posted this like video to my community tab, somebody wrote like, oh, like the moment when your fanfic, especially your Dragon Ball content, went into like the Spanish speaking countries, oh, you know you made it. You know you did something
because
good.
Dragon Ball Z is like really big in like the Spanish speaking countries.
Oh yeah.
They love Goku and all of Toriyama's work.
Oh yeah, like when Toriyama passed away, R.I.P. Toriyama, the Mexican cartel like ceased fire just to
1 day of peace.
Yeah, 1 day of peace to mourn Toriyama. That's how you know how special Dragon Ball is to our people.
Yeah, and honestly, it wouldn't be that hard to like. Let's say hypothetically, we did want to make like a Spanish channel. It wouldn't be that hard. We just like, you know, the hard part. Well, I'm sure you might know more Spanish than I do, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I was just saying, like, take all that text and put it into like Google Translate.
Eh.
But I'm pretty sure there will be like some mid translation there.
All right. So before we continue, all right. So I'm seeing like a lot of like requests for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Believe it or not, Joe and I have been talking about playing Sparking Zero, and we do want to do like a version of Goten Black. So that is coming soon. We just need to like figure out like what day we want to do that, but we will announce when we're going to play Sparking Zero on our live stream. Let's see. What
Also,
else?
if y'all okay, so like in Sparking Zero, there's a like movie maker or a matchmaker mode, and you can like type in the dialogue. If y'all want to like make Goten Black for us and we play it, we'll give you a shout out. You know, we'll like show off the code so other people can make it too. Because like I've seen some of that movie maker, matchmaker that they have in Sparking Zero. Some of it is degenerate, but a lot of it is like really good. Especially you could like change the cutscene, when to stop the fight, when to add dialogue, when to like add animations and everything.
Yeah. So if you guys want to do like your version of Sparking Zero, like do exactly what Joe did, like tell us. But we are going to try to do like our version of Sparking Zero. Maybe we'll like I don't know, is there a way we can like make it and then like have the fans also play
our
version?
Once we make it, we'll get like a QR code number, and we could release it out, and they could like play it themselves. So we could like start from chapter 1, like, oh, Goku and Goku Black shows up, and we type in a dialogue. They start fighting, and then once the fight ends, they could have a dialogue like Goku's on the ground, Goten like say my name type stuff, and then we can do. Then the next fight would be the flashback of like Goten Black and Trunks in the city. So we could have like after that fight ends, we could have like the narrator saying like blah 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 this.
Okay. Yeah, we can. So I think like once we do that live stream, we're gonna have like some fun with that, and then we'll also like share the QR code so you guys can like play around with it. Maybe like I'll even like post it on like my community tab so you guys can like play. All right, how about Gohan Black series? When you finish the Goten Black series, that's a good one. GD, when you ever have time for. No, fuck no.
That's Sparking Zero. No. Sparking Zero already did Gohan Black.
Nah, yeah, like if you're talking about like me playing Gohan Black, all right, I'll play Gohan Black. I'm playing it. I'm not writing Gohan Black. Like, no, once Goten Black is finished, it's over. I don't want to do any more like Dragon Ball fan mangas anymore. Like it's our like if you guys like are a kind of like a trivia fan of mine, you guys would know that the reason why I made Goten Black was because I was bored during COVID-19. That's the only reason why I made Goten Black. It was just because I was bored and I just wanted to write that stuff just to like just for boredom. And honestly, like the real reason why, like the real dream or like the real like story that I'm invested to make is Generation Defenders. Like these are this is the real story I want to make. Like this is the one that I wanted to like spend the rest of my life making or like writing about. But no, I am done. I'm done with like Goten Black after it's finished. I'm like, nope, bye. Nope, absolutely not. Don't want to. Oh man, this chat got disconnected, it says. Alright, so but yeah, like I really don't want to do any more like Dragon Ball What Ifs, especially like how I'm doing now, because it takes so long to make like one chapter, and I want to like move on to like other things. So I'd be done. I'd be like done with Goten Black. Like I said, like early on, I would say like maybe like last year, I was talking about, oh well, maybe I'll make like a Goten Black Tournament of Power to like see how the story continues. But now I'm like, nope, Goten Black is over. The moment when the Goten Black saga is over, that's it. There's not going to be like a Tournament of Power of Goten Black. Nope. I'm done. I am tired. I'm sleepy. I want to move on. I got a life, and I'm done. Like
and
dealing with like the entitled fans that are like
we talked about. I know we talked about like even if we did do like Goten Black Tournament of Power, it wouldn't be like this. It'll be more Moscow X style.
Yeah, like that's how I would like end it. I would be like, you know what, Moscow X style. Let's just like sit down. Let's just do like PNGs telling us like what's going on. But no more Goten Black. No more Gohan Black. There's not gonna be like any more like spin-offs. It's done. It'll be done when it's done. I'm like, I want to move on. All right. Yeah, they do take a long time to write stuff. Blah. That they stress you out a lot because the fans are just rushing you. Yeah, like, and that's like one of the reasons why I kind of like want to finish Goten Black just to finish it. I'm just like done dealing with like those people that are like demanding for Goten Black. Like they don't care. They just seem to like don't understand that we're just two people, and they don't seem to like understand that it takes time. They just want it out for free. And personally, I'm just like done. I'm just sort of like done dealing with that, and especially like I said, like dealing with like fans like Prince Kariza or like the Fluttershy fan or even like the other creepy fans that I've been talking about. It's like, you know what? I'm just sort of done. I want to like move on to something else. Cause like how Javier Rodriguez says, how he found me on my TMNT videos. Thank you, Javier. My TMNT fans are not this obsessive. Like, my TMNT fans aren't, like, searching for me or aren't trying to hunt me down or aren't trying to, like, find me on my other social media accounts to, like, ask me about, like, TMNT stuff. It just seems to be the Dragon Ball fans that have been giving me those issues and that have been giving me, like, like, Goten Black, like, give me Goten Black, how about Goten Black, like, my TMNT fans are actually very respectful. They're actually pretty chill. Like, the only... Like,
I love the duality of, like, the fan bases.
Yeah, it's like, the Dragon Ball fans, like, they're the ones that are much more aggressive towards me. They're like, Goten Black! Where's Goten Black? Like, tell me about, like, Goten Black. Tell me about this. Like, tell me about that about Dragon Ball. But, like, my TMNT fans, the only thing that I've had is, like, let's say somebody wants to debate me, or, like, somebody wants to say, well, actually, I get what you're trying to say in this video, but the writers were actually intending this. Or, like, well, I like this point of view, but I also think that, I want to also, like, show this. Or, like, somebody would say, like, well, this is actually a reference to, like, this. So, like, my TMNT fans are so much more calmer around me, and they're not, like, to the point of, like, obsessing over me to the point where they're, like, trying to find me on other social medias. They're actually very, very nice. They're very chill. I even had, like, one TMNT fan invite me to, like, one of their Discord servers, and when I told them, oh, well, I might join, but you should know that I'm very shy. I'm kind of, like, uncomfortable. He was very, very understanding. He said, like, oh, okay, that's fine. He didn't try to, like, follow me anywhere else. He just said, okay, that's cool. Meanwhile, like, Prince Kariza is like, GD, where's Goten Black? GD, like, wouldn't it be cool if Azula and Goten Black met each other? Wouldn't it be cool if Goten Black and met Bill Cipher? Like, dude, shut the fuck up. Shut up. So it's like...
Hey, anyone asked you... Anyone asked you, are you going to review any other TMNT shows?
Oh, yeah, like the 2003 Turtles fans. Like, the 2003 Turtles fans have, like, asked me to, like, review...
Look, he's in chat.
Hi, baby! Hey, Katie! I love you, girl! Mwah! 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 Joe sends kisses, too. He's just too shy to do that.
That ain't manly enough.
Yeah. Right.
But, 2003...
That's your TMNT.
I will say, so I grew up watching 2003 because I grew up watching, like, the 4Kids era. So, like, Sonic X, Kirby Right Back at Ya, stuff like that. I didn't want to watch Winx Club because, I was, a boy and that was a girl show, blah, blah, blah. But I feel like if I watch it now, it'll probably be okay.
Yeah. But,
I watched 2003 Turtles, and I never watched it, like, from point A to point B because, if you fall asleep, you gotta wait till next week. But next week will be a new episode. You can't rewind. There were back we had to set an alarm, and if you miss it, that's too bad.
Yeah. Nowadays, the generations have been spoiled because, like, y'all don't understand that once you missed it, it was over. You couldn't, like, find it. You just had to, like, basically just pray that the episode will just come in when it could come in.
Yeah, this was before DVR and stuff like that. Where you could, like, oh, it comes on tomorrow. Let me hit the record button so I can sleep in and watch it after school or work. Like, no, you wake up at 7 p.m., 8 p.m., p.m.,
Yeah.
7 a.m., 7 whatever. And if you miss it, that's too bad. You ain't gonna watch it again.
Yeah, so basically that's what it was. But yeah, like, basically, like, the 2003 Turtles. The only thing that they have been, like, asking me is, like, hey, like, have you watched 2003 Turtles? If you did, can you also make a video about that? Like, that's basically, like, what the TMNT fans are. They just say they're just like requesting, but they're not like, you know, like I said, they're not following me around and like demanding this. Like the only thing like they do is just say like, hey, can you do this next? Or hey, like, would you do this? Or like, hey, what are your thoughts on this? Like they're actually very chill, they're respectful, and I'm like, thank you. Thank you so much.
I bet you would have a field day if you reviewed the latest like iteration of the TMNT.
Like Mutant Mayhem?
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but after seeing the movie, I don't have high hopes.
I hear it's like okay, so alright, but let me read some of your comments. Alright, let me see. I am not one of those fans that rush you. I am one of those fans who care about your life and stress levels. They are annoying people. Those are the worst. I respect you. That means a lot to me. Thank you so much for saying that. Like I said, like that like relieves me. That like takes like a load off of my shoulders when somebody says that. Like, think that. All right, so have you had that? All right, so Rodrigo says, GD, my life of 2020 is brutal because of quarantine. I was stuck at home and COVID-19 is infecting people. Oh, I'm so sorry that happened to you, GD. Well, just send, you know, some love in the chat, and, you know, I just, you know, hope things get better for you, okay? I'm so sorry that happened to you. Alright, so, somebody else says, I'm curious if you have a favorite of your character designs. I would really like the Shinigami design. Yeah, that's basically, like, my favorite character design, too. Like, Shinigami was, like, a really good character design, especially since, like, she was a new character. Alright. Oh, hey, Normandy. Thanks.
I thought you were talking about like Ryuk.
Oh, no, like there's this character in TMNT. I actually made a video of her. This was when, like, you know, I showed off like my second evil laugh.
An experienced Kunoichi who also...
I'm close.
Yeah, at this point, Kurai's all... a fun person.
Like, this is her. Like, this is Shinigami.
Like, she's a brand new character friend and has a unique fighting style. So what does the show do with her?
Alright, so this is like one of my infamous laughs.
I do like what I did with like the Super Saiyan transformation.
Yeah, it's cute.
Yeah, I took a lot of inspiration from like Team Force on how they did like their like how they do like their transitions.
Yeah.
But this one in particular, I have to like look up the Metal Cooler saga. Metal Cooler movie.
I'm so proud of myself.
I did like hand draw like the Super Saiyan aura and like put the glow effect to it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Ooh. I think it was just 2 or 3 frames.
Man, now I need to buy a new insane room.
Support us. GD still needs a new insane room, so join our Patreon. Alright, so...
In this economy?
True. Okay, so, hold on, there was like... Alright, so here. I can like tell when somebody's new to the channel when they like make comments like this, like, you know, is she on her villain arc? Like, bro, that's the laugh of insanity. Like, I see you're new to this channel. Like, you know... That's my whole shtick. When somebody's like, oh my god, you're so crazy. No shit, Sherlock. Like, do you not read the shirt? Like, my god. Alright, so let me read some of these other things. Okay. What's up? How are you? I'm fine. I'm doing good. Creepy fans are worse and creepy. They are annoying as hell. I seen one of those creepy fans in your comments in Goten Black videos and they need it chill. I respect you. Thanks. Again, thank you. Happy 5K subs. Special. Thank you. It took us like 4 years, but we're here. Like, thank God. Yeah. What do you think of the DBS manga arcs like Moro, Granola, and the manga take on superhero? I think they're okay. Like, I think I'm having fun with it, but it's just not hitting the same sparks as the original Dragon Ball Z manga did. So, like, I'm enjoying it. It's just there's certain things that either I think is okay, or there's other things that like really pissed me off during the manga.
During the Moro, I really like the Moro arc because of you know, they were taking on magic instead of just like, you know, who's the strongest, which is something that they did later on in the Granola arc, where literally like I wish to be the strongest in the universe type stuff.
Yeah.
there was a moment in the Mora arc where there was a moment in the Mora arc where I didn't like. I'm not gonna like. It's kind of a spoiler, but not really. I'm not gonna say like who this affected, but death means nothing in Dragon Ball. You know, we always say, "Oh, just wish on a Dragon Ball to come back to reset everything." But I do wish like death meant something in Dragon Ball. You know, because you know, with Android 16, you can't bring him back. He's an android, and that was so powerful. It's just I wish, you know, when someone dies that they stay dead.
Keep going.
Yeah, and with the superhero stuff, so I read the like the pre-superhero stuff with like Goten and Trunks, which was really nice. You know, a reminiscence of like the Great Saiyaman arc we got in the Buu Saga, but I didn't read the superhero portion of it because it was just the same thing. You know, I just go watch the movie. The superhero part of it was just basically frame by frame, shot for shot of the movie, and then we read like the last chapter so far of the manga.
What pissed me? Okay, so like the one thing that kind of pissed me off the most is when Goku like forgot who Pan was. It's like, really? Oh my god, you like I'm getting sick and tired of them making Goku too stupid. Like, look, Goku in the original Dragon Ball Z wasn't the brightest, wasn't like, you know, the sharpest tool in the tool shed, but like this guy still wasn't this stupid. Like stop. Like, please, like give some respect to Goku. Like he's great.
Fucking in Dragon Ball, in the original Dragon Ball, when Goku went to go train with Kami for like what 4 years until the next tournament, he came back and remembered everyone where they have forgotten what Goku looked like when he was like like a teenager. But he knew Bulma, he knew Krillin, all of them. But yet Goku, and like, you know, in his older age, he goes off to Barracks for like 6 months, coming back. Who's Pan? Like, what?
Yeah, it's like, oh my god, like stop. All right. Getting back to the chat. All right. Let's see where I got up. Oh, hey, Generation Avenger. Like, glad to see you're in the chat. You kind of missed your free shout out when I was doing like the fan videos. Like, I was talking like some of the fan videos that I got. I should probably get back to that. But I did like to show people, you know, the AMV that you commissioned for me. So hopefully people can like check that out later. Let's see. Alright, so I guess I can like get back to like shout outing the fan videos while I'm here, but like let me just get caught up with the comments. Hello, Catra Kitten. You guys have a favorite version of the Turtles? I'm also curious if you guys watched Rise of the TMNT show. I have watched Rise. My favorite version is the 2012 version. What about you, Joe?
I would say 2003 because that's the one I watched fully. I do have an appreciation for what was it? Was it like the 3D animated one? Was like 2007 or something like that?
The movie or the show?
The movie.
Oh yeah, that's the 2007 one.
Yeah, the 2007. I really love the Leo and Raph fight. That has so much weight to it, and the way it ended too is like, oh god, that's what I like.
Yeah, so I tried to like get him into like 2012. So when COVID-19 happened, Joe and I would get on Discord and we would like show each other's our shows. He was trying to get me into My Little Pony. I was trying to get him into the 2012 Turtles, but he kept like nitpicking every scene that we was like, dude, you did not like Mikey in the 2012 version. Like you hated Mikey.
Maybe I don't like Nickelodeon humor anymore.
Well, I don't know. It's like
maybe I'll go back and like rewatch the whole thing because, like you said, you did watch My Little Pony with me, and that was 9 seasons plus Equestria Girls.
Yeah, but
so
like
I owe you that.
I had fun. Like I don't know. Like if you want to owe me something, you can just like keep editing my videos for me. That's it. That's what you can do. But like you don't have to if you don't want to.
Because I like the Turtles, you know. I just got knuckle down and just watch it.
Yeah. All right. Let me see. 2012 is your favorite, Rodrigo, and then somebody else laughing how Goten Black reacts to certain arcs like. Like regular Goten, not Goten Black. The reason Goku let go of Raditz tail was because he knew blah blah blah.
It's so dumb in the anime, but I'm not sure they do this in the manga. He lets go of his tail twice. So dumb.
Okay, so GD, what will you do when you finish Goten Black? Will you carry on in other videos? So that's actually a good question. Joe and I are actually planning on making our own indie series at the moment. Like, we are actually going to see if we can do a animation of this, a 3D animation of my Generation Defenders comics. So far we got like 3 shorts coming out, but like for the ones who don't know anything about Generation Defenders, it's basically about stranger danger. Like we got our main character Nikolai, and we got our main villain Alchem, and basically like Generation Defenders is about like these group of kids trying to run away from like, you know, this guy that has been like hunting them down and trying to like experiment on them. So this is really like my passion project. This is the one that I really, really want to do for the rest of my life. I would say like so far, like, this is, like, my favorite edit that Joe has done. I don't know, like, I know it's, like, really simple.
It is simple.
It is so simple, but, like, it's so effective. Like, it gave me chills when I saw it. Like, oh, I love that goddamn edit. I love it.
The sting.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at it now with different perspectives. Like, all right, how do I do this? I could texture that. I could, like, model this over here. Because we've been looking up a lot of like Blender tutorials.
Yeah, like we're gonna do like our 3D. Like I said, we're gonna do like a 3D short of this soon, and like I swear, like the biggest, like I'm pretty sure we can like figure out the Eli short soon. Like it's based.
There's only like what 4 locations.
Well, like let's see.
A lot of most of it is like not all of it is like interior.
Yeah, it's all in. No, we have like one. We got like
forest scene.
Yeah, like we got like a scene of him in his bedroom. We got like a scene of.
You got the bedroom, the cafe. You have
the boba.
And then you have the outdoor scene, and then.
And an outdoor.
And then you have like all this right here, which is like the flash, not flashback, but the you know, the trauma scene or whatever, you know,
the torture scene.
The torture scene. Like them running, we just use like the same layout for the forest.
Yeah. Then we also got the laboratory scene. Oh, and my fan is going to, like, my friend Katie is going to kill me. But okay, so like in my defense chat, Katie like designed all these characters for me, and I just put them on the screen. But then like when I you know, finished everything, she's like, "You made a dick monster." And I'm like, "What?"
The true villain.
You made the dick monster. And I'm like, "What do you mean I made a dick monster?" He's like, "You put a dick and then you just added legs and you called it a day. What the fuck is this?" And I'm like, "Girl, you're the one who like designed this shit for me." Like, oh my god.
You made the guy from The Boys.
No.
But like, so for this thing, you know what's funny? It kind of reminds me of like the void in the background. Mm-hmm. And Sonic Lost World, when they go to like Eggman's lair, they didn't want to model it, so they just have Sonic and friends on a flat plane, one spotlight down, in a black void.
Oh.
No TV, no nothing. Just they're like, "Oh, this is your area. Wow, kind of spacious here," but it's just a black void because they didn't feel like modeling the entire area.
Oh my god. Maybe we can do something like that. We're like, okay, we're lazy. We just.
Yeah, we could probably do something like at least like a wall.
Yeah. Now, I would say that this short is probably going to be the trickiest for us to animate, as we have like a scene of a monster gonna come up soon. Like this is gonna be like a pain in the ass to like figure out.
Yeah, how to do all the goopy stuff.
The goopy stuff, like all the drippy. Right.
We've got to look up references of other goo monsters.
Yeah.
Because it's not just goo; it's like it has a form to it. Yeah. So there is like a model in there somewhere.
Yeah. So it's like that's kind of like the pain in the ass that it's going to be like, tough to figure out. I have a question. How do you animate like the way you animate now? Well, I don't really do animations in my channel. I just do drawings in my channel. If that's what you're asking. Like, animation would be like the cartoons, but like at the moment it's more like a graphic novel that we're doing at the moment, like an animatic, but it's not really animation that we're doing.
If they're talking about the VTuber model, it's character animated. It's from Adobe.
Yeah. I would say if you're asking about like, my drawing skills, I just kept practicing. Like, I've been drawing ever since I was in elementary school. Silly story. I was actually more into music or singing when I was a little kid. But one day, out of boredom, I just went to the library, grabbed like a how to draw book, and I just started drawing. Some kid saw me drawing, and then he goes, "Oh my god, you're so good at drawing!" And then the whole class just sort of like gathered around. And because I liked the attention that they gave me, so I'm like, all right, this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to keep drawing. And like, that's basically what my, that's basically what I was known through in elementary school. Like, my ability to draw. By the time I got into middle school, it was like, all right, you're not as good as you thought there were. There were like more talented kids, but I still like to draw, so I just kept drawing and drawing and drawing. Till like I got to college, and then I realized I am shit. I am so shitty at drawing compared to like the other kids. Like when I met my friend Katie, she just came up to me and she goes, "Oh, I like your drawing." And I was very arrogant back then, so I was like, pish posh. But she showed me her drawings, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm shit compared to you. Like, her drawings were so good, it was so stylized. I'm like, okay, I need to like, you need to give me some advice so that way like, I can like catch up to you one of these days. Alright, let me see. Let me get back to the questions. Do you have your own Dragon Ball OC? I guess GD is my OC.
Alright, considering you went Super Saiyan in your Turtles video.
Yeah. Okay. Have you ever watched Transformers? I grew up with Transformers animated. And I put that on like
Other than the Dumbass in Distress?
No, and the good
ones?
Yeah, the good ones. Like this one. Like, this is the Transformers I grew up with. Like, Sorry Deck, that's the one that I loved and I idolized. This was like the show that I was obsessed with until I got to Dragon Ball Z. TMNT 2012 is my favorite series, and season 5 of the final episode. Apocalypse is canon because I don't see April Karai, see Casey Jones and Shinigami in the final episodes. That makes me no sense. And I guess I'll talk about that in a future discussion video. Edie, I have a question. What Dragon Ball games do you like? I only got to play Dragon Ball Z Tenkaichi Budokai... No. Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3. That was like the only video game I could play from Dragon Ball Z. It's just... But even so, like, once my mom saw me, like, playing that type of game, she was like, oh, that's not Christian-friendly at all. Like, you can't play this anymore. Yeet. And so I wasn't really allowed to play even, like, that one game. So that was, like, basically the only Dragon Ball Z game.
Look, what are you talking about? There's God right there. He's the green one.
Yeah, there's God right there. And look, he's beating Satan's ass. Like, Demon King Piccolo right there. But, like, no, like, I wasn't really allowed... Like, honestly, like, even when... she saw me playing those games. She's like, what is this? She figured out I like Dragon Ball Z, and she was like, oh, you can't be watching this. This isn't Christian friendly. But like, at that point in my life, I think I was like 13-ish. So I'm like, you know what? No, I'm not gonna take this shit. I'm still gonna watch Dragon Ball Z. Like, screw Jesus. I'm gonna like keep watching Dragon Ball Z. So like, when she wasn't at the house, or like I knew she was like on a trip, I would like watch Dragon Ball Z on my TV. Or like whenever I could, and I'm like, okay, like I'm watching this. Like, I guess like when I was 15, I finally just confessed to her saying like, look, I like anime, I like Dragon Ball Z. Like, I'm old enough to watch Dragon Ball Z. Like, this shouldn't be like censored to me anymore. I'm 15. I'm not a baby anymore. So just please let me like watch this show. Like, I just love it that much. And she said, like, okay, all right, that's fine. As long as, like, you know, you're not, you still understand the Bible, that's fine. But little did she know, years later, I was done. But anyway.
I was never like that. The only thing that I wasn't allowed growing up would be, like, South Park, Family Guy, which is, like, completely understandable.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the adult animated stuff. I was okay with watching The Simpsons, because The Simpsons aren't as bad as, like, Family Guy or South Park.
With me, it's like I had to like hide my favorite shows from like my parents or like my older sib or like, you know, the elders, because like I just grew up like in a really religious household, so it was like, you know, no fun allowed here, so that's why I had to like be sneaky. All right, let me see some other games. Do you guys have a favorite turtle? For me, it's like a tie between Mikey and Raph. Like, those are like the two turtles that I really love. What about you?
Mine have always been Leo, the leader.
Ah, okay. Alright. See, you ever play the best SpongeBob game ever, Battle for Bikini Bottom? No, I wasn't really like, I didn't really have time to play video games. Like, there were certain video games I was allowed to play, but like, it was mostly for me. School was always first, and then you can play. Like, that's just how I was raised. So that's why, like, you know, when you guys watch my live streams, when I was doing, like, those video games, that's why I was sucking so hard. Because, like, I did not grow up a gamer at all.
For me, I played the hell out of the original. Like, I would sit there. I even played the one before it. I think, was it on GameCube or, like, N64 or something like that? With the Flying Dutchman. I played the hell out of that. I played like Battle for Bikini Bottom. I grind on that until I get. I think I tried to 100%. Like I want like all the collectibles, and then I would play like the next one, which is the movie one. Which I got. I don't know if I was like a bad gamer, but like I got stuck on the. I was near the end where like you had to like drive the Krabby Patty Mobile to like Plankton's lair. But for some reason, I couldn't beat that level for some reason. And I stopped playing after that. But yeah, I played like those SpongeBob games. I played a lot of them actually now that I think about it. But I haven't played the remake of Battle for Bikini Bottom. But I'm sure I'll like it just as much as I like the original.
Did you see Transformers 1 or only a fan of animated? I did see Transformers 1. My little brother is so obsessed with that movie. Like, that's the movie that he cannot stop talking about.
There's a lot of minors.
Oh no!
There's minors! There's minors
in the race. Oh my god, the minors! Like,
I hate the TikTok ads when every time they say minors, they do Vine Boom.
It's just, but yeah, like I really loved that. I did like that movie a lot. I wish it had like a little bit more love to it.
Are they going to continue it? Or is it going to be like a franchise thing?
I'm not sure.
Or is it one-off?
Well, I'm not sure. The thing is that it didn't really do well at the box office over the weekend, but it grew over time, so we're not sure. We don't know yet.
Yeah, it's kind of hard with anime stuff, because like even if something's good, it'll get axed. But if something's shitty like Velma, it gets like, you know, 2 seasons in a movie. But yeah, we were talking about how anime stuff is so good but still get cut down.
Speaking of which, GD, did you ever watch any anime or something else? Yeah, I've watched a few other shows. Maybe I will make discussion videos about them later. It's just right now, I just need to like talk about TMNT because like okay, quick silly fact. The reason why I went into TMNT was because when I was doing like, you know, not the good damsels in distress, the bad damsels in distress, some guy got so mad at me that I put the 2012 April in the list. Oh, it was this one? Okay, he was so mad that I put April in this one. Like, at first he was accusing me, like, you did not watch 2012 TMNT. And I told him, yeah, I did. And he goes, no, because you did not watch it. The way that you described April was completely false. It was completely wrong. And he just kept accusing me. And, like, if you guys, like, know, you know, the little annoying guy that, you hate damsels in distress, fuck you, that type of character, he was basically like that character. Like, he was like screaming at me. He was like telling me that I was like a poser, that he was accusing me that, you know, I only liked Mary Sue's, that I couldn't handle realistic written women. I couldn't like that basically like the only reason why I put to 2012 April was because like I watched some other YouTubers like discussion video about her, and apparently like he was accusing me that I just copy and pasted his stuff. And I kept trying to tell him like, no dude, I simply don't like her. And he kept on like, but he would not stop. Like he kept saying like, you should not, you know, basically like, don't talk about TMNT. You're just a stupid woman. You're just, you know, an idiot who can't appreciate like good written women. Like that's basically what he was saying. And so eventually I had to block this guy because like his comments were becoming more harassment. Like he even like called me a gringa, which if you look at me like, pff, do I look like a gringa to you? Like I said, like I had to block this guy because he was just being like really sexist, really racist, and he was just being like a harasser rather than a debater. So I had to block him. But then like a few months later, like this guy just kept sitting in my head, and I'm like, you know what? I don't want to give this guy, you know, that what's the word? The pleasure of thinking that he stopped me from writing TMNT. So that's why I did the Karai video, and that's why I did the April video. It was to show that, you know what, just in case like that guy is still out there, I just wanted to show him like, like basically like a big fuck you, like I'm doing TMNT, go cry about it. Like that's basically what I'm doing for. That's the reason why like I'm making like TMNT videos at the moment. It's mostly just to like show this guy that was just being like a complete asshole to me, that, you know, I'm not I'm not gonna like bow down just because like you got mad at me. So that's basically why I needed to like talk a little bit about TMNT 2012. And but doing so, like Karai and April became like one of my most popular videos in my channel. So there were some good that came out of it. So, you know, fuck you, guy. Fuck you, guy.
Spike could get you, like, could start something. It cannot be the continuous.
That's just how I am. Like, a lot of the times when somebody tells me, don't do this, I gotta do it now.
I'm the same way.
Yeah. Alright, let me see. Alright, let me get back to, like, the fan videos, because, like, this was the whole point of, like, the stream. I wanted to say, like, you know, I wanted to show you guys, like, all the cool fan videos that I got recently. Alright, let's see. What are, like, one of my favorite band videos? Alright, so I guess I can talk a little bit about Vara. Alright, so Vara is like our first reactionary YouTuber, and I wanted to show you guys like some of his favorite reactions, because this guy is pretty funny.
Dog!
Alright, so this is one of his, one of my favorite things, one of my favorite reaction is when he like reacts to like, you know, my Valise shorts, actually.
Was this the dubbing one, or?
No, this was when he was just
this is like the original.
Yeah, the original. Like this is one of my favorite reactions.
Chi. Bro, no he's not, bro. He's trying to get some coup. He's just trying to get some coup, dog. He's trying, bro, when is Goku a wingman, my guy? My Goku's like, bro, my son trying to get some, bro. You know what I'm saying? Daps him up and just sends him on his way, bro. You probably already know, bro. When is Gohan, or not Gohan, Goku a wingman? Bruh.
And then like this is like another one
that means you'll see each other's shoulder.
Like this one always like makes this reaction always like makes me laugh.
And both of you are both from the Bumpkin country, so I don't know how much that is, but I'm guessing from how.
Come on, hey,
and how her face changed. That it was pretty offensive. It was in the boonies in carnival before. Watch you run around all googly eyed. It was funny. Trunks. What? Aww. You made her cry, dog. Oh, Val.
I don't know why, like, seeing him, like, react that way, just...
Yeah, you want someone to feel.
Yeah.
It's
it's kind of funny, like, how he just goes, oh, you made her cry, oh.
That shows that people, like, care about these characters.
Yeah, like, it shows that, you know, he cares about Felice. Oh, and this is, like, another really funny reaction that he does. Okay, let's wait until Joe gets his headphones. Right.
I'm gonna beat your ass. Walks in, I'm gonna, step outside real quick, bro. You just made my girl cry, bro. I need to beat your ass on principle, dog. It's principle. Square up right now, then. Square up right now, right then. Right here, right now, then. Goten.
Like, I love that. That was just adorable. He didn't even, like, he just goes straight to
that. He said frame 1.
Yeah, he was, like, ready. He already knew the skit at that point. Alright, so even though, like, the Felice shorts are, like, you know, kind of like my favorite reaction, I would say, like, or, like, my favorite funny reaction, for me, I think, like, my absolute favorite is when he, like, reacted to Nikolai. Because, I did not expect him to, like, react to Nikolai at all. But, like, him, like, reacting to, like, my video and, like, my original content really, like, meant a lot to me. And like I said, like, he even, like, reacted really funny in this scene with the main villain, Alchem. He says something like this.
This is, Georgie, or whatever his name, the guy from...
Oh, yeah, and, like, he also, like, saw, like, the missing kids incident.
The FNAF.
Yeah, the FNAF.
A Namekian?
Namekian?
Like I said, I got everything. Okay, good. Change?
Done.
Paid for it. Oh, God.
Oh, hold on a minute.
I know?
Oh, man, I just keep missing everything.
Barely paid for everything. Nikolai, is that you? Hi, Miss Mortalis. Where the fuck?
I love how he manages to, like, figure out how to say Nikolai, even though, like, that's not a really common name. But he can't say Miss Morales. The, you know, kind of like a common name, especially with, like, Spider-Verse coming out. Like, I don't know, I just thought that was kind of funny. Alright, but another funny reaction. There's two funny reactions.
Yeah, my parents have been busy, so they made me do it. Well,
we're almost there, don't worry, guys.
Especially if you're busy studying for your finals. Finals? Oh, crap! I totally forgot about my finals. Shit!
Shit!
Oh, God. I'm glad.
Right, and then, like, later on, when he sees, like, you know, the ending, kind of, like, a good reaction, too.
What is going on? We might have to enforce the curfew soon.
I kind of like how he reacted over here.
Who is this Namekian-looking motherfucker? Who is that chick?
I love how he was trying to, like, say, like, oh, look at this, who's this, like, Namekian mother, and then, like, he sees, like,
woman,
like, the woman, and he's like, like, hey, who that? He just, like, was in the middle of processing that there was somebody else there, and he's like, hey, who that? I love that. At the moment, like I said, you can, like, find Vara in, like, my fan videos playlist. He has, like, about 52 subscribers at the moment, but he has said in other videos that he wants more, so go show him some love. He has always, you know, been a pretty good reactor to this. Alright, let me read some of your comments. Love how people thought Goten Black Journey started when Trunks mocks Goten girlfriend. Yeah, that was kind of pretty funny for me too. Like, I saw, like, in the Felice short, the Trunks makes Felice cry. Some people were like, oh, so this is, like, how Goten is going to become Goten Black in this timeline. And I'm like, no, that's not at all what's going to happen. For me, like, that's kind of like a petty reason. That's too little. That's kind of, like, not worth becoming a villain, in my opinion.
Kind of like how, like, the original intent was for
Goten Black, yeah. Yeah, like, the original, if you guys don't know, the original intent of Goten Black was originally Goten was from a timeline where Zamasu like comes in and he like convinces Goten that nobody loved him, nobody cared about him. Like people only cared about Trunks only cared about his girlfriend. Goku only cared about fighting, and Gohan was never around to be there for him. So that was the original intent until like somebody said like, I don't like that. That's kind of cliche. Can you do something else? I hope like you have something better. So,
Super chat.
Oh, super chat. Thank you, Carol. Thank you so much. Like, thank you. That's great. Thank you so much. I'm so happy. But anyway, back to the live stream. Let's see. But yeah, like, I actually do have like, if you've seen like, chapter 7 is gonna come next month, so you guys are gonna see. But the present Goten is going to like appear in Goten Black, and he's going to I'm gonna try not to spoil anything, but he's kind of going to like have his own journey of like reacting to like how he became evil, like especially with like present Trunks sees that he grows up to be like a hero, and he's reacting to all of that. Goten is also gonna like react to like how he grew up to be a villain. And he's gonna like see like, okay, react to that. So, and this is going to like show the dynamic between the boys. So just wait and see. But like, no, like Goten isn't going to become a villain because Trunks made Valise cry. That's not what's going to happen. All right. Hi GD. I just found your channel a few days ago. I gotta say, love how expressive your avatar is. And I like your TMNT content. Aw, thank you. It's Carol from YouTube. You are doing amazing. Oh, hi, Carol. Thank you. Thank you for checking in on me. I appreciate it. Hi. Okay. If you get a chance, would you highly recommend that you check out the show Ruby? Oh, yeah, I've seen Ruby.
we seen Ruby.
We have opinions of Ruby. Maybe when I'm like done with what I want to say about TMNT 2012. Like I said, like I want to piss off like that hater so much that I want to make sure I have enough content of TMNT 2012 to piss off that hater. So let me like just get all like my TMNT gunk out of my system, and then like I'll move on to like other shows. It's either gonna be like Ruby or like Legend of Korra that I want to like move on to. So we'll see. We
gotta see what's gonna happen with Ruby too. I know they got like they got bought out, and like they're going to like another company. I want to see what's gonna happen with Ruby.
Hey GD, do you know about Amphibia and the House? Oh yeah, we do. I also have like some opinions of those two shows as well.
And like they're all good, and our house got plagued with Disney executives. Like Saber Spark made a good video about it, and like the reasons and stuff like that. I do have an autograph from Luce's voice actor up there.
Oh yeah, I see it. Nice, lucky. All right, so okay, Patreon supporter, you lot are gonna love the next chapter, especially as GD used Miss Potential and Super. Aw, thank you, Normity. Appreciate it. My favorite Nickelodeon show was Glitch Tex. I never heard of that, sorry.
Is that the live action one with the superheroes? I'm not sure. Or was that Disney? I don't know. I haven't watched a lot of like Nickelodeon shows.
Javier, okay, that's cool with me. Alright, so let's get to the other stuff. We already covered Vara, we covered like, other people, We got like
a lot of people are making like Xenoverse content, man. Like with Sparking Zero, there could be so much. Like I said, like what I like about the Sparking Zero stuff, that could be a catalyst for a lot of like fanfic or fanfic authors. Be like, oh, I want to write this. Like, what if this? What if that? And now like they'll make that, and then maybe they'll pick up a pencil and actually like draw like the scenes and everything. And maybe they'll start like their own original that isn't Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah. Oh, this one is from like Gacha Rose. Alright, so let me go down the list real quick. But Gacha Rose is actually like the first fan ever to sent me like a fan video of Goten Black, and like this was like the first ever. I think it's cute. It's a nostalgia for me. And then you can like watch more of this stuff. But like this guy for a while, he was like my only like fan that was sending me like fan videos of this. This one is kind of like one of my favorites.
Everyone's dead!
This was from the abridged.
Yeah.
Blame you, Dad.
How tragic. Oh, become a god?
Yeah, how do I become that?
You ever seen Arcane?
What does that have anything to do with?
Chucks him in the water.
Chuck! There's like... He really yeeted him out of existence. Alright, let me see. Oh, and this thumbnail is actually was the inspiration for the Chapter 7 thing. For my Chapter 7 thumbnail. And this one is like one of my favorites. This is like my ST258. That's like one of the characters from Generation Defenders. Like I like having Goten Black fan videos, but like there's like a rush of adrenaline when somebody like sends me like videos about Generation Defenders, or like even comments like I'm excited for Generation Defenders, or like I want to see more of Generation Defenders. Like, oh, that shit like motivates me. That shit is like, I feel like I can run a mile, just like run a straight mile. I love it. And like this, even though like it's 4 seconds long, it's like it always like brings joy to me. It's so cute. I love you, baby. Also, let me see if there's like I guess like he also like made some edits of me and Joe, but like this one's like my favorite one. I think this one's pretty cute.
Yeah.
He made you like an anime boy.
Yeah. Well, I'm assuming these are like not like really hand drawn. These are like kind of like OC makers.
Like that. I thought those were cute. Oh, I guess like something happened. What happened to his? Oh, this literally took me about 88 screenshots. Crying emoji. Now my hands hurt, but it was really worth it. All right, thank you, Gacha
So I'm
Rose.
assuming he like did the post screenshot and put in whatever movie maker.
I guess. I don't know. I don't really ask how they make the videos. It's like, oh, thank you so much. I'll put it in my community tabs. All right, let me see. And this was during like a harsh time in my YouTube career. I was being harassed by this hater, and it got way too far. So when the fans heard it, they were like on my side. And when this fan like heard, you know, what was happening, they just decided to do this to show support. And I thought it was like nice.
Piece of shit! Yeah, keep talking shit!
Thank you. Means a lot. Alright, let's see any other fan videos. I think we got all the fan videos done.
Yeah. To answer the question, we need more abridged stuff. I mean, like, we just need like we're not gonna do any more abridged stuff currently because there isn't enough content for Goten Black. But yeah, that would be kind of that would be fun to do, you know.
Well, I was actually thinking like once Chapter 7 Part 1 is out, maybe we can make
Do we have enough content for another abridged?
Well, yeah, because we got like Chapter 5 Part 3 out, and then we also have Chapter 6, and then we also have Chapter 7 Part 1. Like, it doesn't have to be like a long abridged. It can just be like, you know,
yeah,
just a few, just something to like put out.
Yeah,
for...
it could be like a Kai version. Cause like that's what my original thought was for like the abridged, to be like a fast-paced Kai version. But I think you want to be more like, you know, like an actual episode of the abridged.
Yeah, but and we can also like bring in the Valise shorts if we want.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe we can do Goten and Valise abridged or something like
that. That would be funny.
Yeah. Or like maybe
how would that work chronologically? Could the Valise stuff take place before Goten Black?
That's true. That's true. I don't know. Like we'll see what happens when we get to the Part 2 of the. Let me see. I guess like a deleted scene for Goten Black Bridge was, Goku was being beaten up by Goten, and then but then in another scene, Goten was like flirting with Valise, and then you just heard like Goku being beaten up in the background.
Yeah, maybe that could be like the opener.
I don't know. Yeah, that could work.
Or something. I don't know, but we'll wait on that and see like what kind of like a bridge style we're gonna go for.
Right.
Maybe we could like to make a joke about the budget with
Yeah.
like we had like the Saber stuff.
Yeah. All right, so let's see.
What?
Glitch text is about video game coming. Let me see if I can.
I gotta be careful with like copyright stuff.
I'm not going to actually like play a video. I just want to see like if this is what is. This?
Look at this futuristic Twilight Sparkle looking anime.
Yeah, it looks like Twilight Sparkle. Like, oh, I guess like this was before my time, hun. That's the reason why I don't know about this. This was before my time, or like after my time.
Yeah.
So I didn't grow up with this, so therefore I didn't. I probably don't know about this. All right. Let's see. What else was there? Okay. You guys have a favorite TMNT character that only appeared in one version of it right now? Example, Tiger Claw, Fish Face, Dog Pound. Let's see. I guess for me it would be like it would either be Tiger Claw or Shinigami. That's basically it. That's kind of like the only thing I want. Like, that's one of the reasons why I like made that bring back Shinigami, because I do want to see more of her in future TMNT iterations. But yeah,
You've
basically
seen
all.
like the Power Rangers and TMNT crossover, have you?
Oh, the Venus. You're talking about Venus de Milo?
From Power Rangers in Space.
No, I haven't seen that one.
you should watch it. Have you seen like the live action stuff at least, like the 90s?
Oh yeah, I've saw like the 90s live action.
Yeah, it's
movies.
those 90s turtles meets with Power Rangers in space.
Yep. Well, so Next Mutation is like weird because you would think that, but no, apparently it's like this separate universe, because like in Next Mutation they're not related at all. They're not brothers. They're just like 4 mutant turtles who are not related, and then they also have like, technically a sister, but they like said early on that no, like, we're not related at all. You're not my sister. The reason why they did that was because they wanted the turtles to compete for her. Like, she was like the token girl, so it's like, all right, let's pass her around. She's going to be the cheese plate of the group, and she's going to be passed around from turtle to turtle, basically.
Yeah,
so
that's the one that met with the Power Rangers.
Yeah, that was the one, but it wasn't like the 90 movie Turtles. It was like this other dimension, or like a different iteration of the turtle. But no, apparently that's the reason why they decided not to make them related whatsoever. Right. Okay, so it says right here, how Too Fast Joe become a mini version. Well, funny story, he drinks some magic and he turned into Tiny, and GD grab him to keep it like a pet. You're my pet.
It's funny because like one of our earliest fan art where how GD with like this like cinder block type build, and I was like a little basically you were what's that monster from Monsters Inc? Sully.
Yeah.
You were basically Sully, and I was Mike Wazowski.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I was
okay.
like, if this was an anime, I would be like the little wacky animal sidekick.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, that. Alright, so another one. Favorite Sonic character? That's for you, Joe.
So for me, I always like Shadow and Amy. Not as like a couple, but I do like their characters. I especially with like Shadow getting so much love nowadays. The Year of Shadow, and people are actually like just seeing what his backstory is and everything. And with Amy, I do prefer like the more like independent type of Amy like we got in Boom and more recently, because like even though I do like X Amy, I can see why a lot of people don't like her, because she can be a bit one-noted with like going after Sonic. But I do like her when she gets angry at other people trying to cuck her.
For me, like, I love Sonic X Amy because she is kind of a stereotypical damsel in distress, but what I love is that she's not going to go down fight she's not gonna go down like a regular damsel in distress. Like if somebody grabs her, she's throwing hands, and I respect that in a damsel in distress. I like it when a damsel in distress is like, oh, I'm getting caught, but they like start like hitting, they start like biting, they start screaming. It's like, if I'm going down, I'm taking you guys down with me. Like, I love that. I love that mentality.
And then in Sonic Adventure, she saves herself. Sonic Adventure 2, she saves Sonic. And then in Season 3, she did save Sonic from like the sharks, the robot shark that she backhand.
Yeah, I love that. It was like, oh, you go, girl. You go, Rambo.
And funny enough, I recently, like 2 weeks ago, I came back from my Sonic convention, which was like really cool. I got to meet a lot of cool people. Got to got a few autographs and everything. And you know, like I didn't want to say re-spark, but it gets me more motivated to like do more Sonic content.
Yeah. All right. So the latest TMT. Superfly had an awesome intro and theme. Great. All right. Yeah, I agree. All right. So I want to talk a little bit about like, you know, some of the creepy fans that I've gotten. Have you seen this video?
Not all the way through.
Okay. I'm gonna play the video so that way Joe can react to it.
Yeah.
Couple of reasons.
All right. So that being said, I'm going to like pause some of the videos just to like talk to either like go into more detail as to like what happened between like these fans, or to like just, or to even like explain like what I was watching in the chat, the live chat. So keep that in mind. All right, so the first one is going to be us reacting to Prince Kariza.
It's never a good look to turn off the comments.
That you?
Is it? Fuck!
Don't want to punish the nice fans who just want to leave their regular comments on the video. And finally, the real scary thing is, some fans have taken it way too far. I've gotten fans that have tried to look for me on other personal social media, to talk to me, or to continue their spam, or to try to be friends with me. Let me tell you the story of my most obsessed Goten Black fan. I'll be referring to him as Prince Kariza, because that's what he used to go by. Don't worry, he changed his username. I actually was debating if I were to reveal his name, but he did show up in a few of my shorts, so I decided to just go with it. Now, Kariza showed up in Chapter 4, where he would comment on Goten Black ideas, which were pretty bad. This is the guy that wanted Goten Black to have a chainsaw, for Goten Black to meet Bill Cipher, for Pilaf to be the leader of the Resistance instead of future Trunks, for Goten Black to meet Azula and Erg. So for a while I ignored Kariza. He was just commenting and there was no harm being done. At first. Kariza would then try to reply to me on some comments suggesting his Goten Black ideas to whether appear in the actual canon of the story, or for me to make a short of it, which I would decline. He then started...
Alright, so... when the chat was watching this, you know what was funny is that I would say like before I talked about like Kariza, there was like nobody was in the chat at that point. Like I think like people just got like a little bored like hearing like the basics of like, you know, support me on Patreon or like share Goten Black. So everyone just sort of like left. I think there was like about 3 people that were still left at that point. But the moment when like, you know, I was talking about Kariza, that's when the chat came back. That's when they came back. And I'll be honest, guys, like I was kind of scared talking about this because I was afraid that I was going to get like backlash of like exposing this guy and like talking about this guy, or like even like what you'll see like what I did later on. I was afraid that people were going to be like, oh GD, that was so mean, like how could you do that, that's just, you know, that you went too far. But instead the opposite happened. Like instead like people were like, who is this guy, I want to go follow him, like reveal to me his name, give me his information, I want to go and harass him. And no, that's...
Yeah, people love a good villain.
Nah.
They want to, like, execute someone.
Nah, like, no. Look, look, guys, like, I'll be honest, I hate Kuriza. I hate Kuriza, like, especially with, like, what this guy did. I hate him. But, that being said, I'm not going to dox this guy. Or, like, reveal this guy's name, or, like, reveal all the social medias that he's been, like, showing up on to y'all so y'all can go harass him. Like, later on in the video, I do say that, he, stopped following me around. He finally stopped. It took 2 years and a couple of, like, YouTube shorts, but he finally stopped. So, if I were to, like, say, oh, well, here's his information, like, here's his Instagram, here's his other social media accounts, that would accomplish nothing. Like, it really wouldn't. Like, he stopped. He stopped. He didn't try to contact me anymore. He stopped, like, trying to follow me around. So, I mean, like, at this point, it would be, like, kind of pointless for me to send the dogs to him. Just basically pointless. But that being said, when I did, like, see, like, those chat replies saying, like, oh, who is this guy? Who is this guy? I was afraid that maybe they were going to, like, go after him. So I, like, checked, like, this short that Joe did to see, like, if somebody, like, replied to him. And I saw that he changed his account. Like, he changed his profile picture. He changed his account again. So that shows me that this guy did watch the video and he's on the run now. So, like I said, I don't feel good doing that. But, like, he just would not stop. Like, all of this could have been avoided if he just stopped and respected my boundaries from the start. Like, he just would not give up. He did not try to, like, stop trying to follow me or try to chat with me. So, like, all of this could have been prevented if you just stopped from the beginning, dude. Like, I know you're out there. You should have just stopped. Alright, back to the video.
Started to follow me around other channels. At one point, he actually tried to chat with me on Joe's channel. And again, I tried to ignore him. But he would not stop.
So he just going to, like, my channel and seeing if you replied? Because, like, how would he know that you replied there? But he just, like, going to, like, my stuff and see if you replied?
So on YouTube, if, let's say, for example, I reply to this guy, like, la 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 la, and then I reply to him, then there's going to be, like, a notification right here saying that, oh, you got a reply from Generation Defenders. So I think that's what his mentality was. So he was just...
Well, that goes out to everyone, where it's like, oh, GD put a comment on this video.
No, it's... But that's, like, that's the creepy thing about Kuriza. Like, that doesn't happen. Like, at all. It's not like, I can go to, like, let's say, this channel right here, leave a comment, and, like, suddenly all my fans are notified that I left a comment.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, like, he was just going through, like, my stuff, and maybe some other stuff that you might have mentioned, seeing if you left a comment.
Yeah, and, like, that's what I mean, like...
I think that's the creepy part, too.
Yeah, like, that's what I mean. Like, this guy was just, like, hunting me at that point. Just because of a fanfic that he liked. It's just... You're stupid. You're real. Like, it's kind of like what Shadow Criteria, as this guy says. You're just a simp for fanfic. Like, so stupid. Oh my god. It's just, like I said, really stupid.
Please stop, which he said he would, but then the next day he'd do the same thing. He then started to demand Goten Black to come out, as well as he would follow me around YouTube. So I rushed out Chapter 5 Part 2, thinking that it would make him stop, which I regret doing. I told him to stop and to leave me alone, which hurt his feelings, but again, he continued this the next day. I decided, you know what, this guy doesn't want to stop, so I might as well block him, which I did. This was the first fan I ever had to block. I thought this would be the end of it, but he didn't stop there. Kuriza found my Instagram and continued spamming his terrible Goten Black ideas to me, even though I explained I didn't like them, and he got upset with me when I told him to stop.
The nerve of this fucker. Like I said, like, I would tell this guy to stop, like, leave me alone, like, go away, like, I don't want to do this, like, shut up. And then he'd be like, oh, well, there's no reason for you to get... It's kind of like what he says right here. Oh, no need to get mad, I'm sorry, but... Buddy, you did not want to stop. Like, look.
I feel like you have more of a tolerance, because if he said that, I'm like, all right, block. Like, I don't need you. You know, you're just one fish in a giant pond. You know, I have no problems blocking you. Even if you say something don't say shut up, all right, you're gone. I don't care. You know, even for like small channels, what's blocking one person gonna do?
Yeah, it's just like back then it was I had more of a I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. Like I had that mentality like, oh, I want to be nice to everyone. I want to get along with everyone, which don't do that. Like look, I know like a lot of people say that, you know, don't be mean, don't be rude. It's bad to like scream at people. You have to like be nice to everybody. But no, like sometimes it's okay to be mean. Sometimes it's okay to be somebody else, a villain in somebody else's story. But like what I learned about Kuriza is like if somebody is not respecting your boundaries, then you have every right to be mean. You have every right to tell this person to fuck off. Because I feel like if I were to just like tell this guy to fuck off, like really just like let this guy have it from the beginning, he would have stopped and I wouldn't have to been stalked for like 2 years because of this fucker. And you'll see like what happens, what he confesses later on. Like shit.
The nerve
also, have
of
a good
this
night.
guy.
Have a good night,
I
Normandy.
eventually blocked him again, but this guy signed up as a free member on my Patreon after I told him to leave me alone. And although he couldn't comment on my Patreon pages since he wasn't a paid member, I still felt uncomfortable that this guy was still following me around. I once again blocked him just for him to reappear on my TikTok, where I finally confronted him to stop. At first he seemed apologetic, just for him to say he loved me. You never say that to someone you barely know. I again blocked him.
Fuck you, Kuriza. Like, fuck you. That's just... Like, I really don't understand this guy. Like, and, like, before anyone says, like, oh, well, maybe, like, this is a kid. No. This guy's in university. He told me that he was in university. That's the stupid thing about Kuriza. Like, this guy told me so much shit about himself. Like, so much personal shit. Like, I know his name. I know his university. I know... He even, like, had a picture in his, like, Instagram bio. So I know what this guy looks like. He told me all this shit. And it's really stupid. It's like, dude.
This is a problem, especially with, like, female creators and in the VTubing community. The parasocial aspect of it, but people, you know, you'll talk to the audience and then the audience might take it the wrong way because like they probably have like a mental health issue and they can't differentiate between like, you know, fact and fiction, stuff like that.
But here's the thing, like, oh, and this is for like anyone who, you know, is young or like thinks they want to do this to like a YouTuber. Let's pretend I'm going to refer to this YouTuber as SS Wolf. Like, pretend I'm SS Wolf and pretend like, you know, Kuriza was following SS Wolf. Imagine he pissed her off so much that she decided to release all his information online.
What kind of a cunt would do that?
Yeah, exactly. Like, but like that's the reason why you shouldn't be like telling people online. Like even if like they're your favorite content creators, even if like you love their content and you love all this stuff that they do, this is why you keep your personal information to yourself. This is the reason why you shouldn't be like trying to bother people like this on social media, because like what's gonna happen if like they haven't enough and they decided to like show everybody about this?
I think we did like a complete 180 from when we were kids. It was like don't give out your name, don't give out who you are or anything about you. But now with like TikTok and like all these other influencers, these kids like, hey, I'm blah blah blah, you know, a legal name here, and I'm at my local whatever, and stuff like that.
Like, sweeties, don't ever do that. That's scary. Like, even if, like, let's say, like, that's your favorite YouTuber or that's your favorite influencer, don't tell these people your name. It's like, hold on, let me show you. You see, like, right here, he says, my name is Baba Baba. And, so like I said, like, I know this guy's name. And let's say, you know, like, thank God I'm not, like, SS Wolf, who, like, doxes people. But imagine he tried to do that with somebody who's not afraid to dox somebody. He would be in a lot of trouble. Like at least, like, he doesn't, you know. Like, at least, like, you know, I grew up with morals. I know not to, like, do that to people. But imagine he tried to do that with somebody who is not afraid to do that. He would be in so much trouble. Because, like I said, like, I did check him out. He did change his username. He changed his profile picture. Imagine if instead I just showed everybody, oh, this is the guy that's been bothering me. Go get him. He would be in so much fucking trouble. Like, I'm never going to do that. Never going to do that. But, like, this is why you don't tell people your personal information, even if you do claim that you love them. So stupid.
So stupid. For the fourth time, and at first I thought that was the end of it. Until Vara started to do his reactionary videos. I left this comment on one of his videos, and guess who decided to reply to me? Fucking Kariza! This guy could have just left that comment on Vara's channel, but he decided to reply to me knowing full well that I do not want to hear his ideas. And since it was on a different channel, he knew I couldn't block him there. Kariza would still try to follow me around to other fan videos I reposted on my community tabs, even though he knows I do not want to hear his spam. And this went on for 2 years. 2 years this guy has been following me around to share his terrible ideas. And 2 years I've been telling him to stop for him to ignore, to which I had enough. If Kariza was going to keep following me around, I might as well have some fun with the whole situation. So I made some shorts about him exposing all his terrible ideas that seemed to finally get him to leave me alone. Look, I'm not proud of doing that. I know that's mean, and I don't like being mean to fans, but this guy didn't want to listen.
Yeah, and I still feel shitty that I had to resort to that.
I think you even like double checked with me, like, hey, should I do this?
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, well, make sure you don't, like, you know, expose them, tell them, like, oh, this is this person. You'd be like, oh, this generic fan, or someone told me this, but don't tell them, you know, who they were.
Like, look, I do not want to resort to that. And I even say, like, later on in the video that I do not want to make a habit of that. But the only reason why I did that was because he just did not want to stop. And especially since he told me on TikTok that he loved me. I just wanted to show I don't feel the same. Not only do I not feel the same way, but I want nothing to do with you. Like, leave me alone. Piss off. Like,
you're gonna piss. I need to.
And Joe needs to go to the bathroom. Alright, taking a small break from the creepy fan videos. Alright, let's see what Rodrigo had to say. What's your favorite game? My favorite game's Minecraft Roadblock. I would say my favorite games that I played on the channel, which isn't a lot. I think it would have to be Indigo Park. Like, that was like my favorite one that I've played so far on the channel. Like I said, I didn't really grow up as a gamer. So I don't really know. Alright, let's see. What else? And I don't know, I guess like going back to Kariza, he's just, I don't know, like, I really don't know what this guy's problem was. Like, because like at the end of the day, it really is just fanfic that I made. But like this guy just became like so obsessed with my fanfic that it just became like his second personality. It was just, it really was so stupid that he made my Goten Black like his second personality just to follow me around. Like I said, like all of this could have been prevented if this guy had chilled the fuck out fuck off and just remember it's just fanfic, and even if it was canon to the story, it's still just a story, and you don't have to like be following people around like this like a creepy little fuck all the time. But like I said, like I wish I didn't have to resort to that, but it seemed like that was the only way for him to listen. That was like the only thing he seemed to listen. That was the only thing that seemed to like finally like for him to finally like understand that, okay, leave her alone. I should probably leave her alone. I should probably stop. That was like the only way it seemed to finally get him to stop. All right, Joe's back.
For 2 years, I told this guy to stop in a nice way, just for him to ignore and continue to follow me in whatever platform he could find. He was that obsessed. And so I just did what I thought would finally get him to realize I didn't want anything to do with him. Now, I do not want to make a habit realize.
Okay, so one thing I kind of want to say, this is like my favorite comment. I'm going to try to like read it as how I imagined this guy did. I'm gonna ask this as nicely as possible. Who the fuck let Carissa in the kitchen? Get him out of here and make him wash the dishes. Never let him cook again. And that became like a running joke. Every time like I made a Carissa joke, like I think when we did like I did the peel off short, somebody wrote, "Jesus Christ, Carissa, never cook again." And that just became like a running joke in the fans who like saw that. It was just like I said, like that sort of like gave me like a little bit of happiness knowing that I'm not the only one that thought that this was really stupid. This was just pathetic.
I didn't want anything to do with him. Now, I do not want to make a habit of that. I'm hoping that was the first and last time I do that. So please, if I tell you to stop, stop. Now that's just Carissa. I have also dealt with other fans who may not be as creepy as him, but they still made me uncomfortable. These fans I'm going to leave unnamed because they have either apologized or they're just overstepping some boundaries. And please, don't out yourself in the comments. There's a reason why I'm keeping them vague.
And again, like if you've done something like this, don't out yourself in the live chat either. Like,
yeah, don't even say sorry or something like that. Just
it's just like I said, like right now, especially when like the fans heard about like what happened with Carissa, they're kind of like, all right, who's this guy? Like, let me at him. Like, just listen. Don't out yourself, okay?
First fan I'll name Fluttershy. Now Fluttershy would ask some questions about Goten Black, and I would answer them as soon as I can. I didn't mind answering any questions back then, but one day Fluttershy asked me a particular question that I didn't feel like answering. One day later, this fan freaked out. They started freaking out that I hated them, that if they did something to suddenly get me mad and then apologize for any sort of sin that they may have done.
Days.
I told them I was just busy, and they seemed to calm down, apologizing as they were afraid they lost my friendship with me. I don't want to be friends with my fans. I personally think any YouTuber who wants to be friends with their fans is a big red flag. I'm sorry if I gave you that impression, but no, that was never the case. And that includes all of you. I'm fine with answering questions, but I'm not your friend. I will be friendly to you, but there is no friendship. So you may be wondering, what was the question Fluttershy asked to freak out so much? How are you? That was it. That was all that they wanted to ask. Because I didn't reply, I was fine, or didn't tell them how I was, they had a meltdown.
Yeah, like that was the weird thing about like the Fluttershy fan, and like I think, and like I have to admit when I'm also in the wrong too, like back then I was just more like chatty with the fans, like I would like answer questions if they needed questions, and I would even like if somebody were to like ask me, oh hey GD, how are you, or like hey GD, be like this. Like, I was like okay with answering those types of questions or like those types of chats, but I think like since I'm becoming a little bigger and like some of my fans are becoming like a little bit more clingy, I'm gonna have to stop doing that. Like just for my safety and like for my mental health. Like I'm just sort of like I'm gonna like start to like take a step back from my fans or like chatting with or like answering questions with the fans because I really want to avoid a Fluttershy incident because she was just like she got the wrong idea. Like she got the wrong idea that I was her friend, and no, that's just like a big red flag to me. Like for me, like a YouTuber who's like especially a YouTuber who's an adult who's trying to like, you know, talk to people they met online, like that's just a big red flag for me. Ugh. No. So like yeah, for here on out I'm just gonna be like a bit more, you know, distance. I just need to like get some boundaries in order. That being said, like I did have to block Fluttershy, as like I say in this video. The thing is that Fluttershy kept like trying to have conversations with me. Like they kept trying to like ask me, "Oh, how are you?" or like, "Do you like this?" or like, and if I didn't reply immediately, the meltdown that this person would have. And at one point, like they kept like the last time I ever like heard from them, they were like trying to get me to like read one of their fanfics they made based off of my Goten Black, and I was busy. I didn't want to read their fanfic, in all honesty, but they kept like spamming my comments saying like, can you read this, and then because I wasn't replying to them, they were like throwing a pity party like, hey GD, why aren't you like answering me, like GD, like did I do something wrong? Since I didn't reply, they like summoned me on their community tabs on their own channel, and they're like, oh GD, can you please read my fanfic? I worked so hard. And at that point, it's like, alright, this needs to stop. So I tried to like, what's the word? Like I try to like tell them in the nicest way possible, like, look, I appreciate that the fanfic or like the fan art, but you're making me really uncomfortable. I don't feel comfortable like being summoned this much or like talking to someone this much, and then you freaking out when I don't reply to you. Like, you gotta chill, you gotta remember that I'm just a person and that I'm busy. Really, like sometimes when somebody doesn't reply to you, it's not because they hate you or it's because like, you know, they mean mal intent. It's just because maybe they just don't want to reply just because they don't want to reply. And like I tried to like say it in the nicest way possible. But even when I try to like say it in the nicest way possible, oh, I'm so sorry, GT. I didn't mean it. I'm such a horrible person. It's like people like this, it's like it's impossible to like talk to. Like people like Fluttershy was just, they're just always gonna like throw a pity party, like even if you like tell them like, hey, like can you please stop. It's just, for me, like that's very manipulative. It's like, just chill, don't take it too personally. Just because somebody may not do something that you want, that doesn't mean you have the right to like freak out like that. So eventually I had to block this fan. They were just a little too much. Alright, so whew. Alright. And basically like the rest of the, if you guys want to watch like the rest of the video, that's, you know, it's pretty cool. Alright, so alright, let's see. Have you played TMNT Shredder's Revenge on TMNT Splintered Fate? No. I don't know what that is, sorry. How's the drink?
I was just drinking water.
Alright.
Yeah. I have too many like drinks. I have too many beers in my fridge. I don't know where they came from.
Huh.
I'm telling everyone that comes over Thanksgiving, everyone's getting a drink. All right, everyone's getting fucked up, so my fridge could be like clear of alcohol.
Oh hell
There's too much space.
Oh hell yeah, I'll be there right there. All right, so Goku is my favorite character because he's funny and he's serious. All right, do you want to keep going or do you want to?
It's up to you.
All right. All right, so basically, if you guys want to like see others videos, let me see. I'm thinking of I don't know, like I have like this feeling that I want to like make when Goten Black Chapter 7 Part 2 comes out and I do like another release date video. I kind of want to share like some other creepy fan experiences too, because I've had more. I really have. I've had like some other fans that have kind of like crossed the boundaries, and then there's like other stories that I really want to share about.
I mean, honestly, it's like a good marketing strategy. You'd be like, hey, don't help me with do this, and this is the next time we're gonna like release a chapter. All right, and now for some drama.
Yeah, you like here's some drama. Here's the you guys should know like what's going on behind the scenes. Let's see. What's a fan story that I really want to share? Oh, so this is kind of like another PSA. When I had like a fan that was kind of like Fluttershy, like they were asking me like questions about Goten Black, and I would reply to them. But then like there was like this one particular question that I just felt like, you know, it's kind of not worth even like answering because like it was just kind of like a simple question. I think the question was, why is Goten and Trunks more mature in the Goten Black arc? I just felt like that's kind of a no-brainer, so I didn't really respond to this guy. The next day, he started spamming again, like, hello, why is Goten and Trunks, like, not mature? And he kept doing that, and I've noticed, like, some fans were actually, like, replying to this guy, like, dude, you gotta chill, like, she doesn't like it when people spam her. Probably, like, chill. But this guy didn't really listen, and then, like, the next day, he was asking, like, he started to ask, like, personal questions, like, how old are you? Or, like, hey, like, what's your favorite he started asking me questions about Boruto.
What's your favorite scary movie?
Yeah. And I was thinking, oh, crap, like, is this going to be, like, another Fluttershy incident? Like, did this guy get the wrong idea? Did he think that because I answered his questions that he thinks I'm his friend? So, and then, like, if I replied to, like, somebody else, he would then reply to me. And then I'm like, oh, fuck, like, I need to put a stop to this. And I finally did. I, like, confronted this guy, like, hey, like, can you please stop asking me all these questions? It's kind of getting on my nerves. You're asking way too many questions. You gotta chill. This guy scared me. He said one of the scariest things you could say to, like, a YouTuber.
Let me guess. I love you, right? Or, like, we're friends.
Please forgive me. I'm under 18. That scared the fuck out of me. I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, okay, first of all, like, sweetie, if that's actually true, you should not be, like, talking to adults online. I'm an adult. You should not be, like, doing that at all. Like, I panicked. And I told this guy, like, look, if you really are, like, under 18, you should never, like, tell anybody your real age. Like, that is scary. That is unsafe. There are some really bad people out there that will take advantage of that.
This isn't a Minecraft server.
No, it's not. And like this guy, and like this kid was like, oh, thank you for the advice. I want to be a YouTuber when I grow up. And he still like wanted to make conversations with me even after I told him you should not be talking to adults online. And like out of panic, I like blocked this kid. And that's why like I had to say like, hold on, like even in like the FNAF stuff. And also like here.
Red is blue.
Yeah, hold on.
Goten Black. And I told me, oh, I'm sorry, I'm years
Yeah, that was in
old.
reference to that
Or,
kid.
I'm sorry, but I'm ba. or even, I can't help it, I just love Goten Black. Again, you should not be telling strangers online your personal information. And just because you love Goten Black, that doesn't magically erase your obsessive behavior. I do not need to know if you're old or if you're young or if you are red or blue. I just need to know that you are sorry and you will stop.
And and I also like made that announcement in the FNAF Into the Pit live stream. And but okay, so like the story doesn't end there. Like a few days later, another user claiming that he was like the brother of this kid. This is like what boggles my head, and I'm hoping that this is not like a normal thing in the new generation. I really do. Like, I'm praying that this is not like something that kids are doing. But like, this brother was begging me to keep talking, for me to keep talking to this kid, for me to like keep like chatting with this kid, and I'm like, no, that's
not my monkey, not my circus.
And like the brother was like, oh well, he's just really sorry. It's just he really loves your content. He just loves your Goten Black. And I'm like, that doesn't change the fact that he's under 18. And he's like, oh, but you broke his heart. That doesn't change the fact that he's under 18.
Don't care, didn't ask.
Yeah, and like, but this is the scary part. This is the part where I am like legitimately concerned. Because like the brother actually said, if you're really scared about that, then I will like monitor his text to make sure nothing is going on. I'm like, what the fuck? What the actual fuck? You're gonna monitor his... No! Where are your parents in all of this? Like, get the parents. Your first instinct should have been tell my parents that I found out that my brother was like trying to chat with an adult online, but the adult put a stop to it. Like, that's what you should have done. But no, like, this brother was instead like trying to like get me to like keep talking to this kid. Like, no! That is like not okay at all. And like I said, like, sweeties out there, I don't care if like that's your favorite YouTuber, do not talk to adults online. That is scary. That is not okay. That's not normal. Don't ever do that again. Like, that is just not okay. And eventually I had to block the brother too, because like he was not understanding, he was not respecting my no. But like, sweeties, that's just like really scary for me to like think that there's kids out there that think it's actually okay to be talking to adults online like that. That's just no. That's just ugh. That's just, I feel like really icky just like thinking of that. And like, what are you like, do they not teach kids stranger danger anymore? Like, look, like when back in my day, back in the olden times, even though like they taught us like, don't talk to people online, don't like be always be cautious with people online, but
like I said, it's this new generation of like, wanting to be famous, or like, you gotta get your information out there, blah blah blah, which is, yeah, it's really dumb. They don't teach, as far as I know, they don't teach like internet awareness.
Yeah, but it's like, oh my god. And it's like, look, I feel bad that, because like the brother did say like, you broke this kid's heart. I don't like to be mean to my fans, I really don't, but sometimes you have to be mean. I have to put my foot down and say respect boundaries. I don't want to be chatting with kids. I really don't. If I feel uncomfortable chatting with adults my age, I definitely do not want to be chatting with kids.
It's like, we're not dumb. We are aware that, kids are going to watch our content. We make TMNT and Dragon Ball and Sonic stuff, so obviously that's going to attract like a younger audience, but we don't want to like talk to them, because that comes off that really weird. Even if it is like a casual conversation, it's still weird talking to like someone under 18.
Yeah, and it's like, all right, so let's say, Because look, like, I get what the brother was trying to do. The brother was trying to, like, do something nice for his brother who was, like, really upset. Apparently, the kid was, like, crying for 10 hours. That's what the brother told me. Like, really, 10 hours? Like, yeah. But
a whole day.
A whole day of crying because I blocked the kid.
He must have looked like a raisin afterwards.
Oh my god. But think of it like this. Like, let's say I was Mr. Cupcake, or the YouTuber Mr. Cupcake, or maybe I was the YouTuber Miss Ukulele Apology Video. Let's say your brother was fans of those content creators. You would be putting your brother in more danger by trying to contact these YouTubers and saying, like, hey, like, please give him a second chance. He just really loves you. You would be putting them in even more danger rather than, like, giving your brother help. You would really, like, be damaging them. And that's scary. Like, look, like I said, don't message adults. Don't try to talk to adults. Don't think that it's normal for an adult to want to be friends with you. Don't do it. Like, just... And if an adult blocks you because they find out you're a kid, that's an adult that has morals, okay? Like, I'm an adult with morals.
You know what's funny? There's a VTuber that I watch, and, like, their content is, like, 18 plus, and so they don't want any kids watching their content. And so they set a trap saying, like, hey, we're doing this charity foundation for, like, you know, kids gamers. So if you're under 18, sign up here, put your, you know, Twitch username. And when they got the username, they blocked them all.
Oh my god, that's actually.
And they actually confirmed, like, hey, are you under 18? Like, oh yes, I am. All right, blocked.
All right.
So they blocked hundreds, if not thousands, of, like, underage people from watching the content.
That's actually pretty brilliant. That's brilliant. But it's like I said, like, sweeties, real talk. You should not be, like, trying to contact adults that you don't know online, and, like, any adult who claims they want to be your friend, that's not an adult you want to, like, mess with or, like, talk to. That's not an adult that you want to, like, hang out with at all. And look, like I said, like, I do feel bad for hurting this kid's feelings. I don't like making anyone cry or, like, hurting anyone's feelings. But believe me, I'd rather be, like, the mean lady on YouTube that's, like, blocking kids or, like, making sure, like, does not want to talk to kids, then, you know, like, you're going to thank me later when you're old enough to, like, understand
to have
the
a
dangers.
frontal cortex.
Yeah, like, to, like, understand, like, the real dangers online. You're going to, like, be thankful that I did do that. Okay? So, and, you're a better adult than Dr. Disrespect. I don't even
That's
know
another
what
one I
happened
wanted to
him
bring
now.
up. Since you're, like, making all these, like, undercover names, so I've been like, Dr. D, or like yeah, Dr. Disrespect.
Who's Dr. Disrespect? You gotta, like, show me this after, like, the stream.
Basically, he got like a year or two ago, he got banned from Twitch for unknown reasons, and it came out that in his Twitch whispers, he would talk to, like, underage people, saying, like, hey, we should meet up at TwitchCon. And
yeah.
keep in mind, at this point, this guy has a wife and kid.
Like I said.
Yeah, and then it came out that happened. I think he still streams on YouTube, or I think he's still out there somewhere, saying, like, oh, it was all handled behind stage and blah blah blah, stuff like that.
And, like, that's like the scary reality that, unfortunately, a lot of these people, these terrible adults that do these things, like, put kids in danger like that, unfortunately, a lot of the times, either they don't get caught or they still get away with it. And like, that's the reason why, like, you guys, like, need to understand, like, don't be chatting with adults. Just, you can be fans of adults. You can, like, show support by leaving a comment, but you shouldn't be, like, chatting with adults or, like, trying to, like, no, like, any adult that wants to chat with you, like, get away from them. Just, it's best to, like, take a step back, okay, sweeties? Like, please be safe.
I think, like, once a month, a big YouTuber will get outed as a you-know-what.
Yeah, it's like, like I said, like, and I even said this in like my video, like this year alone proves that YouTubers can be inappropriate towards their fans. So always keep your guard up, and that's what y'all should be. You should always be like a fan, but you shouldn't try to like be their friend. You can be a fan, but don't be their friend. Like that's just that's not normal, especially for like, you know, any underage fan for like an adult YouTuber. That's not normal. That's a red flag. Get away as soon as you see those types of like chats coming up. Like, no, really creepy. Yeah, and Mr. Cupcake is the most iconic Predator. I agree with that. And let's also like give some love to like the ukulele lady apology. Like that's like the most iconic one. Like, ugh.
But like the biggest one that came out
Yeah.
was, you know, in the a certain member in a certain Mr. group. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, like the Mr. group. Oh, that was just.
the-
Oh, that is just disgusting. Like, there's no heroes in this world. But yeah, like, alright. And I think that's basically all I wanted to show off during this stream. Thank you so much for you guys getting us to 5K subs. Thank you so much for, staying in. Thank you for the support that you guys shown. And, like, especially thank you to the fans that, have been telling me, screw the haters, screw Prince Kariza, screw all those, like, obsessed people that won't leave you alone. Take your time, you're just one person. Like, those are the people that I'm doing Goten Black for. Like, those are the people that I'm writing Goten Black for. But, and again, thank you so much for getting me to 5K subs, and, thank you guys for just being there. This has been Generation Defenders.
And Too Fast Joe.
Stay unhinged.
And remember, go fast, don't be last.
Bye, guys.
See ya.